this way. I didn't put on my clip-on mic. And I do this every year. And every year this cross, it has new stains on it. But Brother Rudy, as they crucified him on the cross, blood began to drip. Now there's people that say that his blood was spilled. But his blood was not spilled. When you spill something, it's done accidentally. But Jesus shed his blood on the cross. And the Bible says that when he shed this blood, you know what? There's no sin that was not covered under the blood. Nothing that you've ever done that God can forgive us because of this sacrifice. No matter how bad you are. Somebody asked me one time, they said, can people like Jeffrey Dahmer, can Hitler, did they have a chance? Yes, they did, because it was the blood that was shed on the cross of Calvary. And this morning, that same blood, let me have another one, Junior. I think we have one back there. But I want you to picture this. Because, see, there's two thieves here on the side. And as the blood of Christ just ran from the cross of Calvary, and that blood was shed, there was people, Joe, on the side of the cross. There was people that were at the foot of the cross that this had no effect in their lives. And people that he had touched, Brother Joe, people that he had did miracles to, they would yell, crucify him, crucify him. And there was words that Jesus spoke on the cross of Calvary that he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I don't know, seriously, this morning, Joe, I have a daughter and I have a son, that if I'd be able to give my son to be crucified, to die for some of you, how many know what I'm talking about? And I wouldn't expect you to give me your son, because that would be a sacrifice. But Christ, when he died on the cross, he was the perfect lamb that shed the blood in order that you and I might have life. This morning it's symbolic. And as you see this blood-stained cross, and you're going to see it every time you look at this. Last year we did this. The year before, and if you come look at this cross closely, this is going to penetrate the wood, and you'll be able to see that. But there's a cross on Mount Calvary, and there's a tomb on Golgotha's hill. That there it is empty this morning because Christ died for us. And you know what? Jesus spoke these words, and now this is where you come in. First of all, I'm done. You might say, you know what, Pastor? I've never seen this because I didn't know somebody loved me so much that they gave their life for me. Yes, they did. And this morning, I'm not going to ask you to bow your head. I'm not going to ask you to do anything. But this morning, if you're here and you say, you know what? I know that I'm lacking something in my life. There's a void, and you've tried everything in the world. I challenge you this morning, try Jesus. And if he didn't work for you, give him up. But I have gentlemen that are standing by me that I know that they tried Jesus at one time. I'm a witness that Jesus is the best thing that ever happened to me. You know what? It's not about what we drive or what we have or what we have, what we wear, but it's about the sacrifice that Christ paid on the cross of Calvary. And this morning, I want you just to think about this for a moment. He gave his life for you. Are you willing to give yours for him?